Hi everyone, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia, but our clients are all throughout the United States. They are literally from coast to coast, and you're probably wondering, how is that even possible? And that's because immigration is a federal practice. So that means that as long as you have an attorney that's licensed in one state in the U.S., we can practice anywhere in the U.S. So if you'd like to call us for a consultation, we can represent you no matter where in the US you live. We even have international clients as well, and we only practice immigration law. So my name is Pratibha Agarwal. You can reach us at our office at 703-348-1663. And we handle all types of immigration cases. So we handle business immigration cases. I know H-1Bs are big right now. This is the time to kind of get on board if you or your company is looking to sponsor someone. So feel free to give us a call. We handle H-1Bs, we handle green cards for employers, and also for families and individuals as well. We work on humanitarian cases. We represent people in immigration court. So if you have any immigration matter, we would love to help you. We'd love to talk more about your options. We are, again, at 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia, but our clients are all throughout the United States. Today is really an opportunity for you to ask questions. I'm going to be on for about 20 minutes or so, and I'll be answering whatever questions you might have, and I'll be going over some common questions that come up in my practice with my clients also. But I see some people have already joined. We're streaming on Facebook and on TikTok at the same time. So if you lose me on one, feel free to hop on the other platform. I would love to continue chatting with you. Hi Pooja, hi Kaushik, hi Dhaval, hi Chand. Pooja says, I have a question. Absolutely, Pooja, go ahead. Hi Shameen, hi Rina, hi Prince. Prince says, hello, I have a question. Hello guys. Hi everyone. Go ahead and type in your question if you want me to answer it. I see that some people have it, but I don't see any questions here. So I'm going to just start talking, and while I'm talking, go ahead and put in whatever question you have. Just know that what we talk about, it's not confidential or privileged, because we have other people listening and watching, and I don't know enough about your case particularly to get into all of the nitty gritty. So if you want to schedule a consultation, call our office. Again, it's 703-348-1663. And the consultation really is an overview and an opportunity to just talk one-on-one. How did you enter? Have you had any unlawful presence? Did your status expire? What status are you in now? A lot of questions, and really options are laid out based on what you tell me. Pooja says, how many questions should we get correct so that to get my citizenship for the USA? You have to get 6 correct. So the test has been going back and forth. So part of the citizenship exam is a civics test, right? So part of the citizenship exam is a civics test. It's on U.S. history. There are 100 questions available online. So all of the questions that they ask you are going to be within this 100 questions. So the best thing to do is study those 100 questions, study them well, know all the answers, and they're all online on USCIS's website. Pull up naturalization questions, and out of 100 questions, they're going to ask you 10, and you have to get 6 of those correct to pass the civics exam. Okay, so it's not so bad. You can do it. I know you guys can do it. And if for some reason you can't memorize it, and there's a cognitive issue and inability, some people are older, they're just not able to, they have anxiety, they have high blood pressure, they may not be able to actually study the questions and take the exam. If that's the case, we can seek a medical disability waiver. If we would send you to a doctor, and the doctor would fill out a report about why you would be unable to take the civics exam. Of course, this isn't for anyone. We've done it for people with schizophrenia, with some cognitive, dementia, things like that, that would prevent them from taking the exam. So if you think you might need that, if you know someone that might need that, call our office. We're at 703-348-1663. Again, we're in Arlington, Virginia, but our clients are all over the place. So Pooja, the answer to your question is you have to get 6 out of 10 correct, and the 10 possible questions are out of 100. And if you've been studying a different set that kind of changed recently, actually, I think earlier this week, it changed. It used to be out of 130 questions, you had to get 12 correct. 120 or 130 possible questions. They would give you 20 and you had to get 12 correct. But now they've gone back to the old version. The Biden administration has switched back to the old version of the test. So you guys, good luck if you're going to take it. I think it'll be easier and it won't be as bad as you thought. Okay. Hi, Roshni. MV says, I had a robbery when I went to the sheriff's office and he didn't sign the documents. Now what do I have to do? The certification. So basically, MV is asking me about a U visa certification. I think that's what you're referring to. So if you're a victim of a crime, right? If you were working in a store and there was a robbery, if you were even domestic violence, that you were in a fight with somebody in your household, and you don't have status, you may be eligible to get status, right? Even if you haven't reported to the police yet, it's possible that you could get status based on something like that may have happened. So keep that in mind. So if you or someone does not have papers and they were a victim of a crime and they're willing to cooperate with the police, they may be able to get a U visa, and the U visa would eventually lead to a green card. And once you have a green card for 5 years, you can get U.S. citizenship. So that's a opportunity really for somebody that's been in a difficult situation. But one of those things, this is what MV is asking me, but one of those things requires that you report to the police and get a certification from the police that says that you're willing to help, right? So I think it's probably a matter of talking to the police, and we can call other organizations as well to try to get that certification. So that's part of the process. That's the first part of the process. So call us if we can help you. This is called for a U visa. Once you get the U visa, it will lead to a green card and then citizenship after that. So give us a call if we can help you with that. We're at 703-348-1663. Hi, Gurpreet. Hi, Lizzie. Prince said, my guardianship is approved. How long will my green card take? I don't know what you're referring to, Prince, so give us a call when you get this. If it's been approved, it normally only takes a couple of weeks before they mail the green card to you. Hi, Hina. Hi, Anita. Hi, Fazil. Hi, Basrak. Hi, Alicia. Gurpreet is saying, is Virginia court open or closed? I believe it's open right now. We have not had any cases in Virginia's court right now, but I believe it is open, at least for detained cases. Hina says, I'm a U.S. citizen. I applied for my dad and my 17-year-old brother. How long will it take? So your dad should not take that long. So if your dad is not in the U.S., the process is a little bit longer. If he's in the U.S., he'll get a work permit probably in about 6 months. He will get a green card in about 2 years or so, maybe even sooner. Your 17-year-old brother, that's going to take longer. So siblings of U.S. citizens, that takes like 14 or 15 years. I'm not sure if he'll still be able to be sponsored. So what you could do is once your father gets the green card, they could sponsor your brother. That's probably the route you'll have to take, just because that's going to be faster than him waiting for you. So it takes a very long time for siblings of U.S. citizens, but parents of U.S. citizens, it's a lot faster. Hope that was helpful, Hina. Hina says, my brother is a dependent of my dad. Is it possible for him to come with my dad? No. So not as a dependent of your dad. That's not the way that process works, but your dad can sponsor him after he receives his green card. Be Kind Boy says, hello, please, I just joined. What do you work on? I'm an immigration lawyer. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I I am based in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. Our clients, however, are everywhere in terms of we only do immigration law. We don't do anything other than immigration, just immigration, but we do everything immigration, right? So we do employment-based sponsorship like H-1Bs. We help with student visas. We also do family-based sponsorship and humanitarian visas like victims of crime, asylum, anything, pretty much everything. We run the gamut with immigration. So if you're out of status, you're looking to get status, if you know somebody that is in the situation and they're looking to see what their options are, we can definitely do a consultation and give you your options. I'm at 703-348-1663. Call and schedule a consultation. The way we're doing them now is by phone or by Zoom based on your preference. Most of our clients want to do by Zoom. So we just do kind of one-on-one. It's going to look like this. And it's an opportunity for me to ask you questions and give you, lay out your options for you. Okay. Be kind. Okay, sorry. I think I answered your question. What is a good time to call? MB says, we're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. If you call and leave a message, we will definitely have it and we will give you a call back first thing in the morning on Monday. All right, so that's a good time to call, but anytime really, if you call and leave a message, we'll definitely give you a call back. Someone says, I have a citizenship March 19th. Okay, great. Is that maybe your exam is March 19th? All right, great. I think we got our questions. Someone is saying, what's the update about the 11 million undocumented people act? So this is Joe Biden's or the Biden administration's new proposed rule. That is still proposed, right? So it's proposed. There's going to be some negotiations. It went to the House. It has to be approved by the House. It has to go to the Senate. So there's going to be, probably some negotiations. So we don't know what it's going to look like on the other end. The good news is that it's very exciting. It will be pro-immigrant, of course, but it's really a pathway to citizenship for a lot of people. So people without status, they'll be able to have status and become a green card holder. And then after 5 years as a green card holder, they'll be able to apply for citizenship in 3 years. So it's a way to kind of get people that are paying taxes, that don't have a criminal history, that may be on TPS or on DACA right now. Those are the people that they're kind of looking at. So we have to just wait and see who it will apply to. If it applies to you, I will be talking about it once we know for sure. But right now it is proposed. There's nothing official yet. Once something comes out and I can share with you, I certainly will. So follow us, follow our firm. We provide updates regularly. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal, and we're kind of on top of immigration law for you guys. What do you think when do I think this law will pass? I don't know, actually. It can take a long time. And you said you have one more question. Go ahead and put it in there. I don't know when the law will pass. I hope it will be very soon, but really it can take several months. And there's negotiation between both parties. So we have to see what it's going to look like on the other end. I'm very hopeful that it will be strong. I think it will be a benefit no matter what it is, but we don't know at the end of the day what the negotiations will be and what the final law will look like. MB says, I'm on my student visa and my student visa is going to expire December 26th, but my studying finishes on December 22nd. So what do I have to do for that? So I don't know if you qualify for OPT or if you qualify for something else. So you can extend your student visa, or if you qualify for OPT, then maybe you can apply for a work permit and work here for a year. So OPT is available for graduates of U.S. universities. If you apply and get a work permit, you'll be able to work for 1 year. And then you can, if you find an employer, they can sponsor you. Depending on your degree, you can even extend that for an additional 2 years. So you may have some options to stay and work here. So I hope that would be helpful. Great. How long does it take to get a visa if you live in the U.S.? It depends on your situation and what you might qualify for. So if you want to give us a call, I'd be happy to chat with you on where you are, what you are looking to achieve. I'd be happy to help you. We're at 703-348-1663. So Kayam Jet says, how about asylum pending case for those who marry a green card holder and enter illegally? That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. We have lots of clients in the same exact situation. So if you entered illegally, you have claimed asylum and your case is pending, but now you're married to a green card holder. So we can definitely help with that. We can help potentially get you a family-based green card without having to have you leave the US at all, because clearly that's problematic if you have an asylum case pending. So what we do is it's based on the relationship between you and your spouse. That is the way we would apply. It would be for a green card based on your marriage with a green card holder, but it would be a self-petition, right? You should call us and see if you qualify. Not everybody's going to qualify, but many people will qualify. It will be based on marriage issues between you and your spouse. And some of these things can be fairly common, like is your wife let's say controlling, looking at your cell phone, checking your text messages, asking you where you're going, when you're going to be back. Some of these things are examples of some of the things that happen to help you qualify to self-petition. So once we get your application together and we file for your green card, we apply for work permit, we apply for travel authorization, and we also apply for your green card. So once we apply, it takes about 6 to 8 months for you to get a work permit based on this. So if you have an asylum pending, you might already have a work permit, but this would be another work permit that comes based on the pending green card application. And you would also get travel authorization here if you wanted to leave and travel back home. Of course, we want to talk about your specific case and make sure it's okay for you to travel back home, but you would also get travel authorization to allow you to leave and travel and visit while that green card application is pending. And then in about 2 to 2.5 years, you would have a green card. The process would occur completely in the US, so you don't have to leave. If you've heard that you might have to in some situations. You do not have to leave. This is a self-petition process, so give us a call to see if you qualify. This is a case we work on very often. I just finished up a call on something like this earlier, right before I got on the live. But if you think you might qualify, if you want to find out more for people that have an asylum pending, that entered illegally, that are married to either a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, we can certainly talk to you and see if we can help you get that whole green card right here in the U.S. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We handle these cases like this, and for people in your situation very, very often. Call us and schedule a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. Hi, Rahul. Hi, Hannah says, Jerry, if I don't have more siblings, just my brother and my dad, so is there any rule for my brother? No, it's just basically, your dad, when you're a U.S. citizen and you sponsor your parent, they cannot bring in dependents. So they have to be separately sponsored. So each person has to be separately sponsored. So your dad will likely have to sponsor your brother after he becomes a green card holder. You can sponsor your brother too. It just takes a much longer time because there's a longer wait time for siblings of U.S. citizens. Okay. Someone's asking, do I need a vaccine to travel? It depends on where you're going and what the rules of that state are. I know my sister said she's going to Hawaii and she has to show proof of not having COVID. So, but she doesn't have a vaccine yet, but I know she needs to show proof of not having the virus. So different states have different rules. So you should just check the CDC website and see what is required. That's the easy way to talk to you. The easy way to talk to me is to call our office and to schedule a consultation. Call our office at 703-348-1663. That way we can schedule a consultation. We'll have a half an hour. I usually don't cut it off right at a half hour, but we'll have at least a half an hour to chat about your case and your questions and see how we can help you. Okay? What's the update on the immigration reform bill? That we just talked about that there. The update is really that we don't know yet. We have to see what happens, what comes out on the other end. But essentially, it's a pathway to citizenship that's fast, actually. So people would qualify to have a green card, and then 5 years as they would qualify to receive a green card based on payment of taxes, criminal history, other types of things. What they're focusing on right now is for TPS holders and for DACA recipients. They will be the ones that would really benefit from this. So I will keep you posted. I will keep you posted on what that says and what the intricacies of that are. But really, once it's been introduced in the House, once the House approves it, the Senate has to approve it before it turns into law. So there could be a lot of back and forth. So we have to wait and see kind of what it will turn out to be. Morlither says, my asylum interview was completed in 2018 and the result has not come out yet. What's the reason? I'm not sure. It could be that it's an administrative processing. They haven't decided yet. So there could be a whole host of reasons. You can always follow up and check on the case status. If you want to force the government to make a decision on your case, you can do that too. But there's different ways to do that. But if you want our help, I would love to help you with that. I'm at 703-348-1663. Kayam Jet says waiver will apply here or there. Nope, I don't think you would need a waiver. Unless, well, let's see, give us a call, but you don't have to leave the country to apply for the green card in the way I described a little bit earlier. Rahul said, I applied for an ITIN number and send it to a passport. Therefore, they didn't send me back my family passport. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, Rahul. If you want to call us, I'd be happy to try and talk to you, but it's unfortunate because if it's not about U.S. immigration, I'm not sure if I'd be able to really answer that question. Hi, Jaswant. Hi, Gayan. KMG says, thank you. You're welcome. MV says, thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, I think those are all the questions. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much for all the questions today. It was so nice to see you. Give us a call if we can help you with your immigration questions. My name again is Pratibha Agarwal. My phone number is 703-348-1663. Would love to chat with you more at a consultation, and I'll be back on too. So if you have more questions or if you think of any, feel free to put them in on the live next time I'm on, or reach out to me independently, and we'll certainly schedule a consultation for you. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Nice to see you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.